Have you ever felt like women always have the upper hand in relationships? Like, no matter what you do, they can outsmart you emotionally, leaving you feeling confused or even powerless. Here's something most men won't tell you. Women, just like men, have their flaws. And when you know how to navigate those weaknesses with wisdom and self-control, you'll no longer feel like you're walking on eggshells in relationships. This isn't about playing games or trying to manipulate anyone. It's about understanding the things women rarely talk about, their emotional blind spots, their vulnerabilities, and using that knowledge to approach relationships with clarity and confidence. Think of it as leveling the playing field, all while staying calm, composed, and true to the principles of Stoicism. If you've ever been frustrated by mixed signals, emotional outbursts, or moments where nothing you do seems right, this is for you. Because here's the truth. Women aren't as impossible to figure out as they seem. You just need the right perspective. In this video, we're diving into 5 female flaws that once mastered will give you control over how you handle any relationship. Ready to learn? Let's get started. 1. Emotional overreaction. Turning chaos into calm. One of the most common flaws women exhibit is emotional overreaction. Whether it's frustration over a minor issue or an outburst triggered by an imagined slight, emotional intensity often comes naturally to women. This doesn't make them irrational, but simply shows how emotions play a central role in their responses to situations. As a man grounded in Stoicism, understanding this flaw is essential to maintaining control. The key here is to recognize that emotional overreactions are often a result of stress, insecurity, or a need to express themselves. However, most men make the mistake of responding with their own emotions: anger, frustration, or defensiveness. This is where you need to step up. You cannot meet chaos with chaos. The power lies in staying calm, detached, and unaffected by the storm. For example, imagine you've had a long day at work, and she suddenly gets upset because you didn't text her back during lunch. Her emotions may spiral, accusing you of being neglectful or uncaring. The natural reaction would be to defend yourself or argue back. But instead, pause, breathe, let her vent without interrupting. Once she's calmed down, simply say, "I understand you feel this way, but it wasn't my intention to make you feel ignored." That calm, measured response shows strength and maturity. What makes this effective is that it disarms the situation. Women are often looking for validation that you care, not a fight. By refusing to engage in the emotional chaos, you show leadership and emotional stability. Qualities women deeply respect, even if they don't admit it outright. Mastering emotional overreaction isn't about suppressing her feelings or ignoring them. It's about controlling your response, staying grounded in logic, and not allowing her emotions to dictate your behavior. When she sees that her emotional outbursts don't shake you, she'll naturally begin to adjust. Over time, this dynamic creates respect and a sense of safety in your relationship. The secret is this: when you remain calm, you not only protect your peace, but also show her that there's strength in your ability to handle any situation. 2. Seeking validation. How to stay unaffected. Many women have a strong desire for validation. It's not a flaw exclusive to them, but society often conditions women to tie their self-worth to external approval, whether it's about their appearance, actions, or emotions. This need for validation can manifest in subtle ways, like fishing for compliments, seeking constant reassurance, or testing your loyalty. As a Stoic man, the goal isn't to feed into this cycle or become her emotional crutch. Instead, you need to understand the root of this behavior and approach it with balance. When a woman constantly seeks validation, it's easy to feel drained or pressured to prove yourself. But true control comes from knowing when to offer reassurance and when to stand firm without catering to unnecessary demands. Imagine she says something like, "Do you even find me attractive anymore?" The wrong move here would be to immediately panic and overcompensate with flattery. Instead, take a measured approach. Calmly say, "Why would you think otherwise?" This puts the question back on her and challenges her to reflect on her own insecurities. You're showing you care, but you're not indulging in constant reassurance. What this does is establish boundaries. When you don't overly validate her at every opportunity, She begins to rely less on external approval and more on her own sense of confidence. Women are naturally drawn to men who don't bend over backward to seek their approval because it signals strength, independence, and self-respect. However, this doesn't mean ignoring her completely. There's a balance to be struck. Offer genuine compliments when deserved, but do so sparingly. For instance, if she goes out of her way to look great for an event, a simple "you look amazing tonight" carries far more weight than mindless validation every hour of the day. The lesson here is simple. Don't let her need for validation control your actions. Maintain your composure, respond thoughtfully, and avoid falling into the trap of constantly proving yourself. Over time, she'll admire your stability and confidence, traits that make her feel more secure without relying entirely on your validation. 3. Indecisiveness. Taking the lead with confidence. Indecisiveness is a common flaw that many women experience, often without even realizing it. This isn't to say they're incapable of making decisions, but rather that societal pressures, fear of making the wrong choice, or overthinking can often leave them stuck in a loop of hesitation. If you've ever been in a situation where the question, "What do you want to eat?" turns into a long and frustrating back and forth, you know exactly what this looks like. For men, indecisiveness in women can feel like a constant test of patience. It may come across as uncertainty or even disinterest, but it's rarely about that. Most of the time, women hesitate because they want to make the perfect choice or because they're considering every possible outcome before deciding. This overanalysis can feel draining, especially for men who prefer straightforward solutions. As a Stoic man, this is where you have the opportunity to shine. Women are naturally drawn to men who can confidently take the lead when they're unable to. This doesn't mean controlling or dominating them. It's about stepping in to provide clarity and direction when things get murky. Your ability to make decisions, stay calm, and lead with purpose can instantly ease her stress and frustration. Think about how much more attractive you become when you take initiative. When a woman senses your ability to handle uncertainty without hesitation, it makes her feel secure. It's not about taking away her choices, but rather giving her the confidence to relax and trust your judgment. Women find relief in knowing they don't have to carry the weight of every decision alone, especially when you step in with calm authority. This extends beyond small decisions like where to eat. It applies to the larger aspects of life. Planning trips, solving conflicts, or even navigating career changes. When a woman sees you as someone who can confidently lead, she will naturally feel more at ease. She doesn't want someone who constantly asks, "What should I do?" or mirrors her hesitation. She wants someone who provides direction and stands firm in their choices. At the same time, it's important to respect her voice and input. Taking the lead doesn't mean ignoring her opinions or dismissing her preferences. The art lies in listening to her concerns, considering her perspective, and then confidently moving forward with a decision. This balance creates trust and makes her feel valued while still seeing you as the decisive figure in the relationship. What makes indecisiveness so frustrating for men is that it can feel endless. Women may go back and forth, changing their minds even after decisions are made. But here's the secret. It's not about her making the right choice. It's about your ability to guide the process without losing your composure. By staying calm and decisive, you not only reduce her stress, but also demonstrate emotional strength. Women respect men who can take charge without being pushy. Your confidence creates a ripple effect, encouraging her to feel more secure in her decisions over time. In relationships, decisiveness is a form of leadership. Women admire men who can confidently steer the ship through uncertain waters. When you approach her indecisiveness with understanding and take the lead without hesitation, you position yourself as a strong, grounded partner, someone she can rely on no matter what. 4. Fear of rejection. Mastering emotional detachment. Fear of rejection is a flaw that not only affects women, but can also severely hinder men in their relationships. For women, it often manifests in ways that are not immediately obvious, such as holding back their true feelings, avoiding confrontation, or hesitating to take risks in love. It's a deeply ingrained fear rooted in vulnerability, and it's something that most women struggle to overcome, even if they don't show it. But here's where men need to wake up. Your response to this fear, your reaction to her hesitation, to her emotional walls, can make or break the dynamic. Too many men fall into the trap of over-investing in someone who is emotionally distant, thinking that if they just try harder, they'll break through her walls. This is where you need to shift your mindset. Women are not emotional puzzles to be solved, and constantly trying to validate or chase them only reinforces their fears of rejection. It's easy for men to get caught in a cycle of seeking reassurance, especially when they feel uncertain about a woman's feelings. You find yourself doing everything to please her, to get her to open up, all while fearing that one wrong move will make her pull away. The reality is, this only weakens your position. Women, much like men, can sense insecurity, and your constant need for validation makes you appear emotionally dependent. The best way to handle this is by mastering emotional detachment. Now, don't mistake this for becoming cold or indifferent. Emotional detachment in this context means not letting her fear of rejection control your behavior. It means taking a step back and realizing that her emotional responses are not your responsibility. Her fear of rejection is something she needs to address herself, not something for you to fix or carry. It's time to realize this. If you're constantly chasing after validation from someone who's afraid to invest, you're not showing strength, you're showing desperation. Desperation is a huge turnoff, and no woman is going to be drawn to a man who seems emotionally unstable or too eager to please. Instead, step back, stay grounded in your own sense of self-worth, and allow her the space to come to you when she's ready. If she's truly interested, she'll find a way to express that. Here's the tough love. If you keep chasing after someone who is emotionally unavailable or hesitant, you're wasting your energy. You're giving away your power. True emotional detachment isn't about holding back affection or love. It's about maintaining your self-respect and independence regardless of her reactions. When you detach from the need for her validation and stop fearing her rejection, you'll find yourself in a much stronger position. This isn't about rejecting her or playing games. It's about setting healthy boundaries. Women admire men who are emotionally self-sufficient and who don't let fear control their actions. By mastering detachment, you stop putting her on a pedestal and allow the relationship to evolve naturally. You don't chase her approval. You focus on maintaining your own emotional stability. This creates a sense of respect that doesn't come from desperation, but from genuine confidence. The key takeaway here is simple. Don't let her fear of rejection become your problem. Focus on your own emotional growth and take the lead in handling your emotions. When you detach from the outcome and stop fearing rejection, you free yourself from the emotional drama and position yourself as a calm, confident force. 5. Attachment to drama, maintaining stoic composure. One flaw that can often be seen in women, especially in emotionally charged relationships, is a tendency to attach themselves to drama. Whether it's creating conflict over minor issues, playing the victim, or seeking attention through emotional outbursts, this constant need for drama can disrupt peace and stability. It's not that women inherently crave chaos, it's more often a result of seeking excitement, validation, or even testing the emotional boundaries of those around them. Here's the harsh truth, though. Men allow this drama to persist. Too many men get caught up in this cycle thinking that engaging with the emotional turmoil will somehow fix things. They start arguing, responding to passive-aggressive comments, or trying to manage the situation, all while feeding into the chaos. If you want to have control in your relationships, you need to learn how to stay out of the emotional circus. This is where Stoicism comes into play. By embracing a Stoic mindset, you can maintain calm, even in the most dramatic situations. Women often subconsciously test your emotional stability. When they see you reacting to their emotional spikes, they will continue to escalate the drama. But when you refuse to get caught up in it, when you remain composed and unaffected, you break the cycle. It's not about ignoring her feelings or brushing off her concerns. It's about responding with emotional maturity, offering a stable, rational response rather than mirroring her emotional intensity. By doing so, you remove the need for drama, and she starts to see that you're a man who is emotionally grounded. This isn't about being cold or indifferent. It's about understanding that emotional turmoil doesn't define a healthy relationship. Drama is exhausting, and by not participating, you show that you won't allow your peace to be disturbed. Instead of playing into the emotional theatrics, you handle the situation with clarity and strength. To stop being a part of the drama, start by setting clear boundaries. Don't give her the power to pull you into emotional games. Stay focused on your own emotional well-being and let her express herself, but only within respectful limits. If she escalates the situation unnecessarily, don't raise your voice or get defensive. Simply disengage. When you don't react to her dramatic behaviors, she will begin to realize that it's not worth her energy to create chaos. In the long run, maintaining stoic composure in the face of drama will not only bring you peace, but will earn you respect. Women are drawn to men who handle conflict with composure and maturity. When you stay calm and collected, you signal that you're in control of your emotions, which naturally makes her feel safer and more secure in the relationship. Here's the cold, hard truth. If you're constantly caught up in a woman's emotional roller coaster, you're losing control. And let's be real, if you can't handle the smallest amounts of drama, you have no business trying to lead a woman, or a relationship for that matter. The reality is, women crave men who are emotionally steady, unshaken by their mood swings, and capable of staying grounded no matter what. If you can't master these fundamental aspects of Stoicism, you'll always be playing catch-up. So, let's break it down. Stop reacting to every emotional outburst. Stop playing into the drama. Step up and be the man who can stay calm, lead with confidence, and detach from all the emotional chaos. Once you do this, you'll see relationships shift in your favor. Because when you master yourself, she'll start respecting you more than ever. I'd love to hear from you. What's been your experience with these flaws in women? How have you responded in the past? Comment below, and let's start a real conversation. I'll be reaching out to connect with you personally, and we can dive deeper into this together. Trust me, I want to help you become the best version of yourself. Let's get the dialogue going.